Alright, how we doing, guys? Dino here, fundamental guitar. Going to be doing a lesson for Valerie, Winehouse version. Went to see the film on the weekend, and it's a tragic story. Obviously, she was so talented and died way too young. A lot of the songs have got that sort of dark undertone in relation to what she was going through and stuff. But at the end of the film, this is the song that comes on, and it sort of like just lifts the spirits a little bit, and it reminded me of the fun and the enjoyment I gained from learning her music and listening to her songs and watching her performances and stuff. So I got inspired and thought, let me do a lesson for one of her songs, and for this song in particular. And then opened up my account today and saw, going through my messages, and there was a message on one of the Janae Aiko songs, which I just did recently, and it said, please do another Amy Winehouse video. So I thought, yeah, let's hook up the camera and do something. So the other lessons that are out there for this are using the lead. They're going with the choppy, funky rhythm, I should say, which is cool. It's a very guitar-driven song, but most of you are going to find yourself in a position that I find myself in, which is you're at home just with your guitar. You're not in a band or in a rehearsal room. So I'm going to put a nice little laid-back kind of groove on it with the acoustic guitar, obviously, and then sit the vocal on top. So let's have a listen to how it sounds first, and then we'll go into a close-up. So we're in 4/4. Standard tuning, we're starting in E flat major 7. There we go, 1, 2, 3. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think to myself, and in my head I paint a picture. Since you've come on home, well, my body's been a mess. Miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Da-da-da. Valerie, 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 Valerie. Okay, there we go. That's how it sounds, guys. Obviously, I'm singing in low octave, so it's not a great vocal, but you get an idea of how it pieces together and how it sounds. So let's go into a close-up now and start breaking it down. Okay, so we can see both hands. Obviously, we want to look at the chords, and then we want to look at what strings are being plucked, and a little bit of rhythm as well. You can see the nut here, guys, so you can navigate as we move up and down the neck a bit on this one. We're going to be starting on the 6th fret, and we're going to be playing an E flat major 7. Okay, that's our first chord, and then we want to slide up to F minor 7, and those are the two chords that give you all your verse and your chorus. So pretty simple stuff. Obviously the tabs are in the description, so if you want to look at how to play that, and you can see my hands, but let's give a little bit of information that might help you moving forward with bar chords. Okay, we're working on the 5th string as our root. Okay, that's why we're barring on the 6th fret, because that note is an E flat. Okay, it's a D sharp, D sharp, or E flat, same note and harmonic equivalent, because of the key that we're going to call it E flat. Okay, so that's why it's that type of chord. It's an E flat. Why is it in major 7? Because we borrow the shapes when we bar on the 5th string from the A shapes. So if you know how to play A major, A minor 7, A dominant 7, and A major 7, okay, then you can use all those shapes just behind the bar that's on a different note, and it becomes that chord. Okay, so on the 6th fret, it's an E flat, and I play the A major 7 shape, the triangle, and then I get an E flat major 7. Okay, if I took that shape up 2 frets, that would be an F major 7, because I went from E flat to E to F, but I left the shape as major 7. So I want to change the shape to minor 7 shape. See how simple that movement was? Okay, so that's an A minor 7 shape behind an F root note, gives me F minor 7. Okay, and there's your two chords, E flat major 7, F minor 7. All your verses and your choruses are covered just like that. It's easy. Okay, so let's have a look at the timing. 2 bars for each chord, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and change, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's your 4-bar progression, repeat it twice. Song structures in the description. Okay, a little movement there on the 4th bar. Let's have a look at the rhythm first and then we'll sort that out. So we go back to our E flat major 7. We want 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, so there's 2 mutes in there happening on the 2 and the 4. And that's giving it a real nice percussive sound where we slap the strings, okay? And if you had someone playing with a cajon next to you, that's the beat they'll be playing on as well. So you can get that kind of acoustic vibe, nice rhythmic groove going on within the chords, okay? So we're playing on the 1, 2, you mute, and then the and of the 2 you pluck again. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, okay? And the middle 4 strings, yeah? And then we slide up, same thing, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So the first bar's the same, and then the second bar. Okay, so we move our fingers here, the treble strings we're playing 2, 3, and 4, move them to 1, 2, and 3. Okay, bass note's still the same on the 5th string. But we put the pinky now on the high E 11th fret. And then take it off. That's how you get that movement that's in the track. So let's look at the timing for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So just the one you pluck. First on the 1 you pluck with the note on the and of the 2 you pluck with it off. Okay, pretty simple stuff. That's what I'd suggest going forward with the verse. Okay, and then when we break out into the pre-chorus, since you've come on home, well, my body's been a mess. We're going to go with A flat, just an A flat, okay? So you could bar it. Now we're barring on the 6th string, guys. Okay, so we're borrowing from the E shapes. So there's your E. Okay, if you took that up to the 4th fret, because that's an A flat, that's going to be A flat, okay? But I'm plucking 6, 4, 3, and 2, so I don't need to bar. I like to use this grip, like a baseball bat. Okay, you do whatever is more comfortable for you. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and G minor 7. Okay, again from the E shape, so you could play the E minor 7 shape and take it up, bar on the 3rd fret. Okay, but it's a lot of work to bar if you're plucking the strings. If you wanted to strum, which would be the funk rhythm, then yeah, you want to play that shape. But there's no need, so I'm using my fingertips, okay, to play 3 mutes, 3, 3, 3 mutes, okay? Different ways to play it. So whatever you're most comfortable with, okay? So there you go, a bar of A flat, 2, 3, 4, and G minor 7, 3, 4, and then happens again, and then there's a line of 4, do it again. Come on over, stop making a fool, and this is where it's going to change. So the last 2 bars, out of me. So instead of A flat, you go to B flat, so 2 frets up, same shape, and then the next bar could be, why don't you come on over? So you could stay on B flat if you want, but I'll change to a B flat 7. Okay, so if you were doing the bar chord, you just take the pinky off. Valerie, and look how easy it is to get to the E flat. You're back to where you started. Okay, so let's run through it. Okay, the verse, the pre-chorus, and back into the chorus. All right, so you can get a look of it in the close-up. Okay, so here we go from the E flat major 7, 2, 3. Dun, 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 I go out myself. There's 2 bars. Look across the water, 2, 3, 4, and okay, there's your line. Do it again. Myself. In my head, I paint a picture. Okay, that's the verse done. 8 bars. Now a pre-chorus. So since I've come on over my G minor 7. It's A flat. Dun, dun, dun. There's your 4 bars. Then you carry on. Next line. Dun, dun, dun. Making a fool, B flat, and the B flat 7, chorus, back to where we started. And then you could get a bit funky if you want. So still the same principle. Throw in a few slides if you want. Okay, so what am I doing there? Just a little bit of 16th note added on behind it. So 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Best bet is using your ear. You can see what my hand's doing here. And a little slide. Yeah, best bet is to just feel that, guys. You can see it, you can hear it, work on what suits you. It's going to get too laborious if I try and break it down note for note, okay? So that's all the parts there. That's the verse, pre-chorus, and the chorus. Okay, there we go, guys. There's the lesson. Hopefully it made sense. And as always, if you have any questions, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Feel free to get in touch via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All the links are there on my page. And yeah, hopefully I shall see you again soon. Take care.